It's almost 5 and my plane leaves in an hour, but it boards in 30 minutes and I just got to the airport. Ugh.
Damn.
That's the line to the TSA. Monday after the shutdown. Yikes. Can't believe I just got through that long line after being super late. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I can make it to my flight now.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. Have a great day.
Made it to Phoenix. Quick 1 hour layover here from Ontario, then flying over to DC. Should be a full day at the airport, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid airport food because it's not the most affordable, and I also do want to try this restaurant in DC called The Pig once we get there. So saving all my money for dinner in DC. Check back in later.
One eternity later.
Made it to DC after a long day. Been up since 3 in the morning. Haven't eaten anything. So looking forward to trying The Pig in Washington, DC. All right. 39 degrees in DC. We are no longer in California, people. Good thing I packed a giant winter coat. Hey, how are you, man? Okay, good. Got my Lyft driver, Jonas. Jonas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonas, where are you from?
From East Africa, Ethiopia.
East Africa? Ethiopia? Cool, man. Cool. All right, we are at The Pig in Washington, D.C. I've been up since 3 in the morning, West Coast time. I am starving. I've eaten here before, and I loved it. And I couldn't wait to come back. This is my first restaurant in D.C. on this trip, and I did that intentionally because I knew how good this place is. The Pig in Washington, D.C. Look it up when you're in town. All right, made it to my hotel room. I feel like, this is such a pretty hotel. One of the prettier ones I've stayed for work. I've learned a lot today. I think on my travel days I learn a ton just from interacting with different people and doing some people watching in the airports and getting to know my Lyft drivers and getting to know the people that I sat at the bar with. You just sort of come to realize from talking to all these different people, at least I did, about just how different paths sort of converge and how different decisions in our lives play such an important factor. There's this new Netflix show out called Bandersnatch, where Netflix allows you to make a decision that affects the characters in the show. And it just makes me think about the decisions we make in life and how that affects our lives down the road. I am, especially at this point in my life, am often faced with these decisions, right? Like, you know, should I do this for the money, or should I do this for love, or why is it even a binary? And how do I define happiness? And what are the things I'm doing to pursue that happiness? I guess what I'm trying to get at is, you know, 10, 20 years down the road, I don't want to regret anything. And I want to make the decisions that I'm making today based out of not wanting to regret anything, and based out of, you know, sort of, I know the cliche bullshit of like follow your heart, but there's some like value to that, right? And like following your heart and like not regretting what you're deciding to do. And I think these are one of the things that I've always wanted to do is try the vlogging thing. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm gonna give it a try. I don't want to regret never trying this. And I think trying this goes back to the thing that I talked about earlier about, you know, the decisions in our lives that eventually affect us down the road. And I think the decision for me to try this and give this a shot is something that, you know, hopefully will affect me down the road. I know for the better. One way or the other, I'm gonna learn from it, right? And one way or the other, I'm gonna, if I try it and fail, great, I learn from it. If I try it and succeed, whatever succeed or success looks like or means, then great too. But either way, I think, you know, it's going to be a journey, and it's going to be a process, and it should be a lot of fun. So looking forward to the rest of my week here in DC. If you're still watching this, you're probably like either my mom or like one of my best friends, and for that I thank you. Check in next time. Thanks. Bye.